never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black. The one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo.
We are here tonight to discuss AEW Dynamite for March 26, 2025. We've got Dynamite. We've got the news. We've got it all. We're even going to talk a little Thunder Tits. We're going to have everything that you guys want to talk about in the world of AEW tonight. So we got some good things to do here. So make sure you guys are sharing the link. I don't care if you're on Blue Sky, Twitter, X, whatever it's called these days, Instagram. We put up stories every week for our stuff. If you haven't, we try to put a cool song with it. Check it out. That goes for Clash of the Podcast, which is live every Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you want to listen on audio platforms, if you're like, I want to take this with me and just listen to the audio, you could do that too. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast, we're more than likely on there. So just type in Everything Pro Wrestling and check us out. Leave a 5-star review if you do. We appreciate that as well. Need more of those. Puts us in the algorithm, suggests us to more people. Before we get too deep into the show, once again, want to honor George Foreman, legend in the boxing ring, legend on the grill. Shout out to George Foreman, and also wanted to acknowledge WCCW announcer Bill Mercer as well. Underrated gem. If you guys don't check out any of the WCCW content, I would highly recommend it, especially like Freebirds Von Erichs, Gino Hernandez. There's a lot of good stuff there. So go back, check out your world-class history, and you guys can study that to figure out who Bill Mercer is. But I encourage that in the world of pro wrestling. So much love. Let's get to this chat. Terrell, that Big Bill promo was fire. Don't sue us, Buster. Matt Lopez says, hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Wednesday tonight. It's been a damn good episode. MVP smoked him, bro. Bad smoke. That was like the part 2 of Charlotte and Tiffany, man. There's been a lot of getting smoked on the mic this week, man. But we appreciate you, Matt. Clown says, evening, everyone. What's good, Clown? XG Dub in the house, what's good? I see you throwing out a couple mentions here to Matt and everyone else, man. What's good? Jesus DeLeon, what's good? You were a little early on that.
I was.
Jesus DeLeon. There you go.
There we go.
Sup, Derek and Mr. Conrad. Why am I Mr. all of a sudden? Why so professional? Do y'all see MJF having another faction to feud with the Hurt Syndicate? I could see it. I could see them bringing back the Dynasty. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know what Richard Holiday and Hammerstone are doing. That's an MLW thing for those who don't know, but interesting. You think so? You think they pulled the swerve? Remember, like with Jericho in the Inner Circle, you wanted to join them, then the Pinnacle.
Yeah,
we saw where that went though.
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I feel like he would do something like that, but I don't think he would bring in another faction. And I think he's just too focused on trying to get the title back. So I don't really see him going that route again. I mean, it could be wrong. It could happen, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what to expect from this. I feel like this is like some weirdness right now. Maybe you just loosely align MVP with him.
Right.
This could lead to some jealousy. Could lead to a lot of different things. So just throwing it out there. But good question, Jesus. Appreciate that you're here. Digs to the Pats. I know that put a smile on your face, Conrad. It put a smile probably on Derek's face, not mine.
Not really.
Oh, well, you guys know you're cooked. You've won all the championships you guys are probably with. So hopefully you enjoy that. How's it do from Buffalo, bro, and likes the Pats? I don't get it. Bills time, baby. Like, what is this? Can you at least admit that all my life I've been right about the agenda, though, in our division? Why do people come here and I'm like, go take over like that doo-doo NFC, like the Cowboys, what are they in the West? or the North. I can't,
NFC.
or South. Yo, there are so many bad NFC divisions that you could just go into, bro. Like every year, there's at least one division where you're like,
that's true.
They're 8-8. No, let's go to Buffalo and just ruin them and beat them into the ground. Tired of this. I'm tired of it. You get tired at the end of the year, man.
Right.
Davion Washington says, "What's up? What's good, Davion?
What up?
Appreciate you, fam, for coming through." Eric Douglas, sorry I'm late. Hey. Don't be sorry. Darby to dethrone Moxley. We waiting that long?
I don't know.
I'm not here for the wait. You need to do it.
Yeah.
Jesus asked, does Mina sign with AEW, and do you think Mariah stays? We're going to answer that throughout the rest of the show, so hold on to your pants there, buddy. We're going to talk about that momentarily here because we got AEW Dynamite to talk about, man. And I do appreciate all of you who are in here, man, who share the link, who are out in these streets, just, showing some love, representing us, man. We appreciate those things. It means a great deal to me, means a great deal to Derek. So,
yes, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
We thank you for that.
Yes.
Now, getting into this show tonight, we had a full rundown, a big lineup of everything. This is everything on the card. We're going to run through it one by one. Also, to put over some other shows that are happening, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. I must have not uploaded the Better Resolution one, but Supercard of Honor, people have figured out it's going to be happening Friday, May 2nd, Atlantic City. Boardwalk. Go to rohtix.com if you're interested in going to that. I'm deleting that now because I don't like how it looks, but definitely worthy of checking it out. I also think people should check out Collision. Yeah. I mean,
why not?
It's been a bad week for kids in pro wrestling. I'll say that as well. People getting their feelings hurt, and then wild week, man. Wild week in pro wrestling.
Very wild.
B-Boy Skyline gave me that, and I told him I'd put that up, man. Not gonna lie, see, you're sounding scared of competition. AFC East is Buffalo's as long as Josh Allen says it is. We need to win. That's what I want in the end, though. Come on, Rob. You gotta want to win, man. Twitch is on one with notifications. We in here. What's good, Jocelyn? Appreciate you. I always thought Supercard was always the same week as Mania. They moved it. That child smoked Jericho too. Yeah, when he said the thing about the abs and he was like, no, I got abs too. Right. Lifted up the shirt. I was like, yo, my guy Axel crushing them out in these streets. We'll talk some new stuff here. I guess we could do it now, parts of it. He brought up Mina Shirakawa. Let's answer Jesus first, out of respect for Jesus. He's an OG around here. So T-Ferg, what's good, man? Appreciate you, man. He said tonight's Dynamite was decent. Venue looked good. Crowd wasn't as live as last week. I thought they were pretty live for certain parts, though.
Yeah.
Pieces. I mean, you got to give them something to get live about, too.
Yeah.
They were feeling top flight and stuff. But going back to Jesus' question about Mina Shirakawa, do you think she signs with AEW? I guess she's going to finish up with Stardom at some point in April and then come on over. I think so. I can see it.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. We want Mina. We got Mina. And you brought up Miss Mariah May. So Fightful Select put up that her contract is up this year. It's a contract year for her. And, some fans were searching up. Look at her. She was a WWE fan. She was putting the stuff up with Triple H. I'll say this. If they're not going to pony up the bread, you ain't getting her. And I think if Tony sees value, he will pony up the bread. So I think it's up to her what she wants to do at the end of the day. But
right, I would love for her to stay. I would love for her to stay. But if she makes her way to WWE, I'll still follow and watch. She's an excellent talent. She won me over pretty quick. So, like I said, if she stays, great. If she doesn't, it is what it is.
If I'm venturing a guess early, I'm going to say she stays with AEW.
I want to say the same thing.
She's pretty young. She's 26, I believe. So she can still get some more time in if she wanted to. But that's up to Mariah. Like I said, if her goal at the end of the day is WWE, then that's where she's going to go.
Right.
Speaking of that, Saraya according to Sean Ross Sapp and the fine folks at Fightful, said Saraya announcing her departure from AEW on her new podcast, Rule Breakers with Saraya. You guys can listen to that after you listen to us every week, per Entertainment Weekly. So Saraya is out. I'm not too upset by this, and I like Saraya a lot. Like, I was a big fan of Paige. I just think a lot of time had happened, and I think she said she really feels like she doesn't have much time left for her in-ring career either. Right. I know she suffered that really bad injury. They said she wasn't going to wrestle again. And I'm glad that we got to see her come back and wrestle Britt Baker. She became the AEW Women's Champion at All In. Yep. Like, wasn't the longest title run, but they still gave her the championship.
Still gave it to her.
Yeah. What she does from here, I don't know. I don't know what's the MO. Maybe she joins the interview panel. Maybe she can become a coach, do something. But I think she has value within the industry still.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back to WWE as a manager,
right?
And you know, I mean, if that's their stipulation, like the only way we'll take you back is if you become a manager or something like that, or like you said, like a talent,
host a podcast.
Yeah,
she could do a lot of different things. I think she's still very talented, and even if she wanted to just have one last run in WWE, I'm not gonna begrudge her for that. Like, go ahead, do your thing.
No.
Yeah, Matt says, I believe she got a damn good chance for her second in her wrestling career. Mariah will leave. I think AEW might see an exodus of women talent. Not enough TV time. I could point the finger the other way too if we're saying WWE. TNA is wide open for people to go into. We're not even going to get into the Gail Kim and stuff like that. I think me and Sean might discuss that on Clash, but I don't know what's going on in TNA, but they had another regime shake up here a little bit. So, Derek, one last story. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful revealed today, and this is courtesy of Dirt Sheet Radio as well. Lucha Underground had signed their talents to 7-season deals with no intent on ever producing 7 seasons. Swerve Strickland hired a lawyer and paid out of pocket for all the talent who were bound to those ridiculously long deals and helped them get out of it. Whose house?
Swerve's house.
Yo, good for Swerve, man. He deserves a lot of respect because I'm going to tell you this. Swerve Strickland was getting a lot of shit this week for no reason. He was catching shit for stupid stuff, in my opinion. I don't know if you feel the same way, but he was calling out some of the stuff that happened while he was in other places. Like, and listen, I'm not one to give Vlad TV like the total props of a lifetime, but his Vlad TV interview was pretty all right. Like he dropped some good nuggets in there. So if you know enough or care enough, sorry about that, Doug. No, that was a little, for those on audio listening. I definitely turned and bumped Derek a little bit by accident there, but it was because you don't want to know. I was trying to move something underneath me. Pause. Play. Oh goodness. Where was I? What were we talking about? Swerve? Yeah. Oh yeah, Swerve's interview with Vlad. Like, you guys can go back and check it out. I'm not saying pay him any money for it. Like, that's on you if you want to, but I the clips and stuff from it were pretty good, and I thought that it had some interesting things on it, like how he got signed to AEW, what happened with Hit Row, and there's a lot in there. So I think there's some interesting pieces in there for people.
Hey, give it a listen, give it a gander, see what it is. But no, much respect to him for that. Shame on them for doing that. No intent in having a season 7.
Oh, Lucha Underground. I mean, I don't know, man. TNA women's division is so weak, they are borrowing from the NXT women's division. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro, they're really relying upon that. You got to be careful because when the day happens. Dime Drawer 4 says WWE signed Sleeveless Cup. Some are comparing him to Young Rock. Okay, Dime Drawer, if you got anything, yo, send that to me. I don't know who you're referring to, but send me a DM, man, at EPW Show. All the socials are there. I'll put them in the chat as well. If you guys want to give us a follow, we would appreciate that on all social media platforms. And we also have a Discord server, by the way, and Discord's kind of getting popping a little bit. I know E's over there, Jocelyn, several others, man. There's sports, video game stuff, wrestling and non-wrestling, lots to talk about. I'd love to grow that community as well. So Come on in. Why did the socials not pop up? Try watching illegally if you can. Vlad, bum. Don't give Vlad any promotions or views. Come on, Rob. He said what I was trying to say. I tried to say it in more of a let's be fair.
Right, yeah.
Should AEW pick up Gail Kim? Is it time for her Hall of Fame induction? I don't know. If you have room for... See, Gail Kim did what Christopher Daniels was doing. I think it was talent relations, I believe. But that would depend. But good question. He said this was on Carlos' watch. No comment. I don't know. I'm trying not to slander K-Dog too much. Because I already saw that Disco and everyone else was out here grifting this week. People are mad about that AEW about to pass Nitro stuff. And why are you celebrating this? What can they celebrate, dog? What do you want them to celebrate?
Oh, my God. Well,
I get it, too, though. Like, oh, you're so... Dude.
But are we mad that no one celebrated your career?
Yo, chill, bro. All right, yeah. Derek's done after this. We're getting into the show. We're getting into the show. He's getting a little too crazy here for us, folks. A lot happened in the show. I told Derek at the 35-minute mark, I wanted him to see everything they squeezed into this show. Dynamite opens up with a Minecraft movie tie-in. Derek, did you know that Minecraft is the... Go ahead, give him the fact. Hold on. Y'all got to see this, man. He was tight. Go ahead, give him the fact, Derek.
Nah, bro. That.
It's up there. You researched it?
I did. Highest selling game since 2023, I believe, if I'm correct. Like, bro, 300 million copies sold. Like, bro, come on.
Are you more of a World of Warcraft kind of guy?
Neither.
Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Minecraft is a WB movie. Yeah, of course. They're going to definitely do that. Spring breakthrough hurting people's feelings. Big facts. So they opened up with that. I thought it was cool that they had the tie-in. They used their NCAA games on TNT during Collision to help Collision's ratings out. I thought that was good too. I'm not here to talk about ratings, but you know what I'm saying. Like right. That it's been smart tie-ins with this stuff. And I heard that there's a rumor that there's one coming up possibly with the NHL playoffs or Stanley Cup that they may also have a tie-in idea for. So be on the lookout, folks. But AEW International Champion Kenneth Omega taking on Blake Christian. Bang! He's vanilla, baby. Blake Christian's a tremendous talent. I wanted to start off the show highlighting him. If you have not watched Ring of Honor, if you're like, oh, I don't want to see that ROH show, I can tell you one of the things that you will always find like a highlight in will be Blake Christian. Very talented brother. Also, check out his stuff from GCW. He is apparently with Lee Johnson now. I don't know if they're a tag team or if they're forming a team. I don't know what happened to EJ. I'm a little behind on my Ring of Honor. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But he went out here, and him and Kenny, I thought, delivered a fine match, Derek.
Oh, absolutely. Blake Christian is actually really dope. This is my first time seeing him. I like the swag that he has in the ring. It's you know what? I don't care who you are. I'm about to do my thing, and you're gonna know who I am. That's the kind of moxie I like to see.
Look at this guy. Word of the day. The Kenny hits a few Snapdragons, a beautiful V-trigger, and a one-winged angel, one-winged angel for the win.
Stop saying that.
Yo, Excalibur's never going to stop, Derek. You've been saying this for 5 years, bro. Oh, nothing is going to change. Blake Christian is so talented, and I'm intrigued about that Stanley Cup AEW pairing. Yes, rumor has it might be like 2-hour blocks for each night, and they're going to split up the time. So they might do like a loaded Collision show if it's over the weekend or something. Don't be surprised. And that's from Andrew Zeri and Matt Men. Shout out to my homies over there. Shout out to Rich too. Had to show them some love, but yeah, man. Kenny gets the win. Afterwards, he gets on the mic, man. He's addressing the triple threat. Out comes Speedball. He comes out with his breakdancing music, which I love. And Speedball says that he respects and admires Kenny Omega. And then we have Ricochet's ass pop up on the screen. He says, It's the greatest day of his life. He's getting married. This dude looked like some real bullshit on the screen, bro. He had on that weird coat. Derek liked it.
I like the coat.
I know.
But them pants though and them shoes, nah, bro.
That's a heel, bro. He knew what he was doing. He was like, "This outfit gonna make someone mad."
Well, it got me. That shit was horrible.
Listen, this is why this dude is a POS, right? I love Ricochet. He's such a good heel, bro. He said that today's the greatest day of my life because I'm getting married. But April 6th will be the greatest day of my life when I win the international championship. This dude buried his own wedding, bro. What a heel. What a heel.
In less than 30 seconds.
I don't get it, yo. So, hilarious, bro. Hilarious. And they just promoted their matchup here. Kenny went on and he did his good night bang. And, very well done. Great to build up that match. That match is going to be a certified banger. If I have graphics, I'll show it. Kenny Omega, Ricochet, Speedball, Mike Bailey, Sunday, April 6th. Philadelphia is going to be a rockin' for that match. I am really, 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 really looking forward to that one.
This is going to be good.
I know they got to it in convoluted ways because wrestling has to always explain why it's a triple threat match, or a three-way, whatever you want to call it. I still think, guys, tell me if you like this or hate this idea. But I really think that I know that it's a way to protect people in bigger companies. Like, oh, you don't have to eat the pinfall. But I think an elimination match would make those so much better. Like, I really want Tony Khan to adapt that ECW style with it. Like, like one guy gets out. You could say you got jumped the whole time. I think you still have an out with it. That's just me talking. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm crazy or not. Like, wherever you guys are going to do it. Shout out to my guy Hobbs, man. He says, what up, guys? Brother Conrad, Brother Derek. Hope you are both doing well. Let's all band together as wrestling fans and hope AEW continues to survive. They are trying to improve.
My guy helps.
I think they're doing all right, man. I think they're on the come up. I'm not worried about it. Like, I watch the program and we tell them what we think. That's it at the end of the day right now with it. Ricochet, goofy looking ass bootleg Andrew Tate. Chill. When I see Blake and Lee, I'm like, oh, God, it's like Brian from Family Guy. Ricochet is the one you love to hate. Yes. Blake forgot. Blake was good. I forgot Lee was still with AEW. I figured he followed Cody and are in the WWE. Not yet, at least. You always crazy, Conrad. Yo, shut up, Jesus. Shut it. So following up from that, we go into Chris Jericho. We get the Collision highlights, like I had mentioned before. For those who didn't see it, man, that kid was wilding out, man. Go back and check that out. I believe the child's name was Axel. He went crazy on Collision. They had a little exclusive up on it. If you didn't see it, it's funny as hell. Kids swearing. Sometimes I'm always like, oh, what are you doing, bro? But in this instance, I was like, yo, too funny, bro. And the best part was when he said you didn't have abs and he lifted up his shirt and he had abs. And I was like, yo, why is he cooking Chris Jericho like this? Because you earned the title, Chris. You earned it. And I was just like, yo. I'm glad this kid got his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That he will go down in wrestling history as one of the greatest of all time to go back and forth with a great wrestler.
I'm 54. You're grounded. I'm going to ground you. Jericho was a fool of that too. Chris Jericho. So he cuts a promo with the learning tree. And he basically says he's disappointed in Big Bill and Brian Keith. And I was like, where is this going right now? And I'm waiting for Big Bill or Brian Keith to beat him down, bro.
Yeah, that's where it's going.
He's got to eat that big boot one time, bro.
That's where it's going.
So, and dude, Big Bill's the face in this, not Jericho. Right. Big Bill's the face. He was just laying him out and says, you guys need to do something for my attention. And they kind of look and said, okay. And then Jericho puts out the challenge, Derek. Bandito. At Dynasty, he said Mask versus the Ring of Honor Championship. So this is before Supercard of Honor.
Right.
Does Bandito get it done? Mask versus Championship. I mean, we can say that for the predictions, but rhetorical question there. But we got the match and it's happening, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
I think it'll be good.
Jericho's still embarrassed that his Bandito was able to get his brother's mask back on Collision, so That's the storyline.
That is the storyline, and I'm sticking to it.
You just remember when people, there's no story. Yeah. All right, buddy. Next up, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Not only did he insult Minnesota, not gonna lie, I did laugh at the accent a little bit. Oh, it's okay, bud.
Yeah.
He had MVP come out and he was sucking up to MVP hard body. Is that a new cane? I like that. It's pretty snazzy. MJF, he went on and he said he made a decision. He said that he would like to be in the business of hurting people. Then we hear Lashley and Shelton come out. By the way, Shelton Benjamin's reaction in this, you will respect the Golden Gopher, bro.
Yes.
They gave Shelton some love in this, fam.
Yeah, big time love. Big time love. Respect. Much respect for that.
Yeah, no, Shelton deserved this, man. He got a lot of love from where he wrestled in college. And Lashley said, MJF, give me the card. And he gives him the card and he rips it up. Lashley ain't feeling him joining the crew.
Nah.
And MVP's like, what are you doing? What happens? And then here comes Big Bill and Brian Keith. Derek, when I say that MVP, I don't even, what's the best way to describe this, Derek?
Oh my God.
He cooked these dudes, bro. He cooked them.
Oh, how do you describe that? That is
belts to asses is how I describe it. Like, there's no other way, bro.
It's a Sunday cookout.
Sunday
cookout, bro.
He killed them.
Definitely killed them.
And I think it's okay in this scenario a little bit more because they're supposed to look like chumps right now.
Yes.
And MVP is talking crazy back to them.
But it was crazy that it shouldn't have even been said.
Big Bill tried to salvage the situation, but the Hurt Syndicate's so over right now. Like, what are you going? Me and Derek were clear. Like, we're like, these guys are kind of faces at this point.
Yeah, no, like the fact that they came in and I don't honestly, I really don't believe
it's a walking stick.
I really don't believe they came in to be the heels, honestly.
You said you don't believe they came in?
Not to be heels.
I think they're supposed to be heels, but they're cool heels.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they came in to be heels because I think they came in to just run the gauntlet. And then it was supposed to be, you're supposed to be heels, and we don't know what happened. You didn't become the heels; you became the faces.
Yeah,
because even before Bob came in. And it was just Shelton. It was still like, Shelton. Yeah, let's go, bro. Like, you're doing your thing. Now that Bob's here, it's like, let's go. Let's go. It's more and more of, we love you guys.
They're great, bro. Listen, people like to see people beat people up. If that makes any sense in pro wrestling, like you will eventually get over if you keep beating people up. And that's what's happening with them. Did Big Bill and Lashley have a match in WWE? None that I could think of.
Let's do a little.
Oh, here we go.
Let's do
the old cage match.
Right.
The old. Show some cage match love, man. MVP. So basically, they're coming out to challenge for the tag titles. Big Bill referenced losing the titles to Sting. Said his partner did that. And then they went on to say, you know what? It's all good.
I don't think they wrestled each other.
You don't see any video? There we go. I didn't think they did. I feel like they barely crossed paths. Like, if they were in the company at the same time, it was a very short amount of time.
Yeah, no. If anything, it'd probably be like, I would say it's probably like game footage of them wrestling, but nothing official.
Nothing official?
Yeah.
So they want the tag title shot. MVP said you need to beat someone. So later on, we'll find out that they're going to be taking on a tag team on Collision.
Yes.
Timeless Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa, they talk about their past issues of you wiped off my makeup, and she was like, well, that was in the heat of combat and it didn't mean much. And Thunder Rosa says that she still wants a shot at her championship. And she says, but tonight we got to handle business as a tag team. And she says, don't forget our tag team. And she pulled out a shirt that said Thunderstorm. And Toni Storm decided to rename them, Derek.
Thunder Tits.
And yes, that was the name, and fans started chanting it, and it worked.
Yep, you can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong. I love it.
Yeah, who doesn't like thunder and other things?
Yes. Rocky Mountains. Not
appropriate, Derek.
That was clean though.
It was, but still not appropriate. All right. Yes, Thunder Tits, Rob. Thunder Tits. He wanted to make sure I said that at least one time. Tokyo in the house. He was gonna let us know too. Appreciate you, Rob. After that segment, Y2J is telling Big Bill and Brian Keith to never speak to me again. Hey, yo, come on, y'all. This ain't Beetlejuice now. Y'all can't be saying it like this.
Oh.
It's been a wild last two podcasts here on Clash. It's been getting a little spicy out here. But so that happens. We move into another excellent match. Brody King and Kyle Fletcher. Solid match, man. Matchup of power and finesse, Derek.
Very solid. Very solid.
Brody's hard chops. You will see his handprints all over Kyle Fletcher's chest if you see him in the next week. Kyle's out here giving tope suicidas. Brody doing a sweet Death Valley driver on the apron. Mark Davis comes out and interferes. Don Callis distracts the ref. This allows for enough time for Kyle Fletcher to set up for the top rope brain buster. And game over. Drop Brody right on the put all his weight onto his own neck, man. And GG.
Yeah.
I got nothing, man. After the match, they went to beat him down, and you know who comes out. Powerhouse Will Hobbs.
Powerhouse.
Leads right into the next match, basically, of Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis. Now, there's a little cameo in this match. Security's trying to break up this match, and you will see the former Von Wagner of NXT come Tuesday. He was out there doing his thing, man, trying to break them apart. I don't know if Von Wagner is still trying to get a shot somewhere else, but good to see him still pursuing his dream, man.
Right, exactly.
Always respect for that. And Powerhouse Hobbs was able to deliver the spine on the pine. I think Mark Davis may have had to end this match a little quicker because it looked like he rolled his ankle, maybe?
Yeah, I thought something happened, but I wasn't too sure. But,
yeah.
It definitely looked like he did roll his ankle a little bit.
I think in the scuffle and then the security breaking them up was enough to distract you for long enough, and it was like, yeah, spine buster me, bro. I'm cooked. My ankle's done.
Yeah. One thing. I love Brody King. Brody King is my guy. I'm gonna need him to start getting a little bit more wins here.
I think because Buddy's out because he's hurt. I think that slowed it down. So he's on TV. He's being featured. Listen.
I get it.
Nope. This is going back to this John Cena argument for years and years. Everybody can't win.
I get it. I get it.
His time will come.
I get it. I just want to see
more focus, more wins for him.
Yeah, more wins for both of them because they deserve those.
Well, Buddy's hurt.
I know, but when he comes back though, I feel they deserve to see more wins. Also, my personal preference, I deserve to see more Devil's neckties.
No. That's bad.
Nah, that's good for business.
This is a fire match between Brody and Kyle, but damn, Kyle looks like Sid from Toy Story. Yo, Kyle Fletcher's the one who I think they're really focused on building up, though, Derek. Yo, terrible.
The big one.
Match of the night. Hate that Brody's taking pens. Wouldn't mind a Hobbs and Brody tag team. But Brody probably wants to be featured on TV still. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough spot to be in, especially if his partner's hurt.
It is a very tough spot.
Because remember, people complained before, like, oh, you took both. Oh, one partner's hurt. That means none of them can show up. So,
right. And theoretically, that's how it should go. But
I was great. Those Geico ads. Yo, chill, bro.
Theoretically, that's how it should go. But let's break the mold. If one guy is down, let that guy be down, or woman, let that person be down. But if the other one is fine, let them go. Let them rock until their partner comes back. That's just how I look at it.
Jocelyn says, Derek, we're on the same page. I said if Malachi was the so-called problem, why aren't they winning right now? I think they would be winning if they were in the tag team, because to me, they were building them up to go up against the Hurt Syndicate. They were keeping them separate for a reason.
Yeah.
Buddy and Shelton had that good match, I believe. They wrestled once, right? I believe so.
I think they did.
Because were they in the same bracket?
Yeah, I want to say they were.
Yeah, Derek's checking on that. But Devil's Necktie to Max Caster, Don Callis, and the Yuta. The hatred is running through your veins, sir. The hatred. After this, now we run into a lot of interview segments. So hold on, let me read these off quickly. Did they have a match? Am I bugging?
No, they did. I think they did have a match.
Hey.
It's
definitely a video game.
Oh, that is a video game. Fakeness. Okay. Maybe not.
Maybe they haven't. But listen, I think that's what they were planning to build up to. But when someone gets hurt, plans change. So we'll see.
Yeah.
To me, if you're like, who beats Hurt Syndicate, they were a viable option. Yes. I still think they are. Lexi Nair interviews the patriarchy minus their father, Christian Cage. Nick Wayne's getting a little mouthy, man. It's getting a little mouthy. I think this is leading to exactly where we all think it is. Slowly but surely. Give it time. It's going to happen.
Yep. It's happening.
Renee's backstage. She tries to interview Hangman Page, but before things even happen, Swerve runs up on this dude like, you said you was going to screw me out the title? You said you were going to do... And he, yeah, you did it right. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I don't care about it. They're just jaw-jacking back and forth. And I was like, yes, this is what I love.
Listen,
fight.
The way Hangman responded is the way that I would expect like a 55-year-old man. You popped my son's basketball? You damn right I did.
They were going at it, bro. I love it. And then, Nana's the voice of reason. Boss, we got to go. This isn't our time. So that happens. Then we get the interview segment here. It's rated FTR. I know Rob was looking forward to this one with bated breath. Dude, I swear that's got to be a soundbite eventually. They are out there, and Dax wants to immediately address the elephant in the room and said that last week, he was a little heated about what happened. He said he felt like they got pulled away from the tag titles as FTR to help Cope go for the world title. And Cope takes offense to that and says, I was trying to help you guys out. Remember, the Death Riders attacked you guys.
Right.
By the end of the interview, Cash is speaking and they try to smooth things over and they agree, why don't we go after the trios titles, guys? We could beat the Death Riders that way. And Cope's like, you know what? I agree, brother. And he was like, trios titles at Dynasty. We're putting the challenge out there.
Right.
Dax says top guys out, and then Cope says rated FTR out. I smell dissension.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, lots is happening here. They're telegraphing things. I want you to see it. Christian's having family problems. Christian got to take off that belt soon on Nick Wayne. You have to let him know. I wouldn't do that just yet. House party that ass. Classic end of the movie. If you guys have never seen it,
that was
watch House Party.
That was a great way to end that movie, bro.
Just kid getting beat in the background. Damn. So after that happens, you're gonna see Christian and Cope, I think, reunite.
Yeah.
I think the team that they face at All In, FTR, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine them and FTR and the Bucks,
bro. Okay.
And if you could find another really good team,
no. Cope and Christian.
Yep.
FTR,
Yep.
Bucks. This gives us.
Don't say TLC, bro.
Yes. This gives us TLC.
They can't call it that.
I know they can't, but that is what we're getting.
A triangle ladder match.
That is exact, bro. Christian and Cope as themselves. FTR would be the Dudleys in AEW. The Bucks would be the Hardys in AEW.
All right. We're not making these comparisons at this point.
I'm just saying, bro. You don't need to add another team. Forget that. Those three right there, money.
I don't think they're gonna go that crazy though.
Probably not, but money.
Why does Toni, Cash, Dax, and Cope look like they are starring a movie about 4 angry fathers looking to get their revenge? It all started in a garage.
Toni calling a meeting.
Y'all leave Tony Schiavone alone.
For those that were listening, I was doing Tony when he was touching his chest when, like, what was that? That was a few years ago. Right?
Yeah, during some interview segment, Derek's like, "What is he doing?" Schiavone is hilarious, even if he doesn't know it. Swerve and Prince Nana come out after this, and they are here to discuss everything up. Wait, hold on. I want to go back to T-Ferg real quick before we get into Swerve Strickland. I like how they're setting up Dax to turn. I like the FTR as heels. I think it's time, T-Ferg. We can't do any more My Family promos from Dax. It's time for y'all to get bad again.
Yeah. I
like it. Where's the story? They can't just throw Edge and Christian together like, come on now, E. I ain't getting into that. See, I'm trying to be good over here. I've been keeping Derek. We've been pretty good. I don't want to start none of that, but I like what they're doing here. Swerve Strickland calls out Jon Moxley. Swerve comes out and they do the dance in the ring. This is a lot of talking, but walking around. Nana's out there. They surprise. Claudio runs up on him with the briefcase in hand. And he's like, yeah, I'm watching you. But then when Marina Shafir comes out, Willow comes out. But during all of this, there was a conversation, right? Moxley asked Swerve, what is he willing to put his body through? What is he willing to do to become champion? And he's not just talking about on April 6th. What are you going to do once you get it? Right. What are you willing to fight for? And Swerve says that, listen, I'm just as smart as you. And that's how he knew that Marina Shafir was going to come out, and he had Willow ready to protect him. They cut a pretty good promo trying to build up some hype for this match. Yo, listen, people may not want to say this. They may get mad at me. I don't really give a damn. Swerve Strickland is one of the guys right now.
He is.
He is a main event guy. He is one of your guys.
Yes.
You got him. It's Ospreay. It's MJF. It's Kenny Omega. You know who the top people are right now. Are people not feeling Cope and Mox? Sure. What does that mean for the future of them? I don't know. I don't want to hear any of this Cope Hogan, Mercedes Hogan. I'm tired of this. Like, give it a rest.
Right.
All right. They're still doing stuff. They're working with people. I haven't heard any.
Still around,
bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, I saw people trying to say like, "Oh, he ruined it. He shouldn't have came back in 2020." But I was like, that was a cool moment, bro. Like,
but then you would have cried if you would have seen if you saw a Christian come back. Oh yeah, you know who should come back? Cope.
It's true though. You're not wrong. This was a great promo between Swerve and Mox. Yeah, I thought it built up some pretty good hype, and I think like Derek felt like he even understood Moxley better a little bit here.
Yes, I felt so as Moxley was delivering his promo, right? Let's just dial it back a little bit. Everybody is sitting here saying, like, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of Moxley and the Death Riders? And we're all a little perplexed as to what was going on. But as he was delivering this promo, a movie popped in my mind. And the way Moxley was delivering the promo kind of reminded me of Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves in Devil's Advocate.
Yo, I was just watching clips of this, bro. Just watching clips of this.
Devil's Advocate.
on the subway.
The way he delivered this, the subway, and when he was talking to him in the office, trying to get him to turn.
Gotta watch that movie one night now,
dude. That was the moment. I'm like, okay, I understand. If this is the way that I think it's supposed to go, I understand why Moxley and the Death Riders were doing what they're doing. I'm playing devil's advocate. Do you really have this in you to be this person?
By the way, when people say devil's advocate as well, that's another term for I'm going to be an asshole right now. Exactly. I just want you, anytime you hear that at work, or like for the next month, I just want you to think of what I just said. To play devil's advocate, shut up, Bill. Like, like no one asked you.
Be that as it may.
After this, so we got a hype match. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. In my personal opinion, I think you got a crown Swerve here.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's a fear though. You have the Hangman thing looming over this. There's things to think about here. But in my opinion, people are too sour on the Moxley thing. I think you go with Swerve and call it audible. We can't wait for Darby, I feel.
No, I think Darby is not long gone, but
Darby's story will happen eventually if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Darby's a great story, and I think Darby will have another story. He still needs to beat Moxley. He's never beaten him. And as my friend Sick has always said, the ghost of Darby Allin, when he got the Death Rider DDT off the top rope, like
I need to get my lick back for that.
Yeah, and he needs to just beat him finally.
Yes.
Random, but Al Pacino in the scent of a woman. Yo. Lovely man. Lovely man. Any given Sunday, too. Shout out to LL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get off me.
Great.
Yeah. When he was checking out that sugar.
Yes.
I shut him down. My name is Willie. Willie Beeman. It felt I've been on a real like 90s movies kick lately, bro. You don't even want to know. Like I told Rob for weeks, like I was looking up stuff with Hannibal Lecter, and you don't want to know, bro. Like I was like, yo, Anthony Hopkins is really good in this, man.
Yo, he really is.
Yeah, weird.
Anything that Anthony Hopkins does, I don't think he's it's just like Denzel. I don't think he's ever had a bad movie.
We'll find one out there. There's something the old. Man, I've been wanting to watch Shawshank Redemption too. Like I said, I'm on some 90s movies kick lately.
Well, I mean, today's movies aren't really that great.
All right, you're hating now. Here we go. It feels like Mox was looking for a successor who's willing to not just win, but will do what lengths are you willing to go to keep it? This sounds like some Saw stuff like you had said too.
Yeah, like, dude, like it was very reminiscent of what Al Pacino was saying to Keanu Reeves in Devil's Advocate. Like, how far are you willing to go? Like, this is what he said. Like, this was God playing a dirty trick on everybody.
Right. He says, Darby really on the mountain. He's supposed to be climbing it. Lean on me. You know me and Sean will go off about some lean on me. You smoke crack, don't you, Sims? You smoke crack. Swerve needs to get back first that Lashley lost a few months ago. That could come within the title reign, though, bro. That can come later. Like, you don't have to do that right now either. He can get back to that eventually. And like I said, some of that stuff was we're trying to regroup. Like, I still think the tag division's in this, like, we need to regroup phase.
Yeah.
It's ready, but it's not. That's why I was like, that's why I was kind of sticking up for them with the whole Brody thing. Like, Buddy's hurt. You were going to be one of these things we were going to build around. You're not here, but I'm trying to get you on TV. So you're still like, yo, remember this group? But we can't do it with just Julia. And I get it. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to remind you of stuff. Hold on. Someone just leave another comment. Mox did like 38. He needs a successor. Edge needs to be picking out old folks' homes. Then Mox is 38. He needs a successor. I think that Mox is just doing what he feels is best for the company. Yeah. Is the story I see it as.
I'm telling you, it's the same setup as Devil's Advocate.
You're not wrong.
Now, had they done this from the beginning or made it clear from the beginning, I think everybody would appreciate what they're doing.
I think it goes back to what Toni was saying about the whole, like, I'm kind of taking the reins back a little bit from it. Because I think Toni, I believe he lets other people do stuff and then he like feels like, no, I I don't like where this is going, or this isn't connecting fully.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me help. Samoa Joe and Hook, they have a conversation backstage, and Hook's telling Joe, like, it was fun to choke out Max Caster, and Joe's like, what? We see Max Caster talking to Top Flight, choke out move right there, GG, my guy. And he was like, you know what? You were right, my boy. This was fun. And then you hear that phone go off for Shibata, and it was like, what are we doing, fam? Cool little segment there. After that, Renee's backstage with Switchblade Jay White. He basically throws himself into the Owen Hart Foundation with Hangman Page and Will Ospreay. So they're all trying to punch their ticket to All In. I like this. I like that the tournaments are meaning more. And he's looking to enter his name. And he says he's looking for someone to challenge him on Collision. More on that later. Top Flight takes on Alex Finlay and Devo Knight. They got smoked. Top Flight gets the win in their hometown. They were going nuts, rocking the purple. Shout out to Prince. And yeah, they did the damn thing here. And Big Bill and Brian Keith were watching because that's the match on Collision. Boop, 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 boop.
Right.
It is announced that Ospreay will return next week. Yeah. Mark Briscoe taking on Konosuke Takeshita. I love Mark Briscoe, bro. Ultimate babyface, slapping hands with the fans, doing a little Cactus Jack elbow in this, running off barricades, Derek.
Right. Yeah.
Both wrestlers exchange a lot of suplexes with each other, like the front T-bone type suplexes. Mark Briscoe hits the J Driller for his brother one time. Takeshita puts his foot on the rope at the 2 count. Briscoe goes for the cutthroat driver, gets countered into a Rage of Fire, and Konosuke Takeshita wins. Takeshita's put nothing but bangers on all this year, and his matches have been good to great every time. If you ask me within these first 3 months who has delivered the most in pro wrestling, like if you ask me who my wrestler of the year is right now, like for the quarter, Konosuke Takeshita's name is on that list right now.
He's done a lot.
New Japan. He's going to be at House of Glory coming up. He has been everywhere. He is signed to DDT as well, I believe. He's everywhere, bro, and he's doing great stuff. Go watch Konosuke Takeshita. Yes. Put this guy on a pedestal. Him and Kyle Fletcher. Don Callis has 2 future guys that he's managing right now, in my opinion.
Hands down. Hands down.
Death Riders accept FTR's challenge. Look at all this they fit into a 2-hour show, bro. Hurt Syndicate addressed the issue with MJF. MVP says, let's readdress this later, and let's keep our focus on Big Bill and Brian Keith because they have a match. Top Flight will take on Big Bill and Brian Keith on Collision this week. Mercedes Moné will be in action. Dax Harwood's going to take on Wheeler Yuta. Jamie Hayter's back for my guy Eric. Jamie Hayter's going to be taking on Queen Aminata, and Switchblade Jay White taking on Kevin Knight from New Japan. I like it.
Loaded.
Next week, we got Moxley and Marina Shafir versus Swerve and Willow. I'll take that in a mixed tag match. And we got Will Ospreay returning. Main event time, my folks. Timeless Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. Thunderstorm.
Thunder Rosa. Thunder Tits.
I knew he was going to yell that because he's inappropriate, folks. Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford here. Solid women's tag team match. They had about, I'd say, 7 minutes here with the entrances and everything else. Really good. I'm glad they gave Thunder Rosa another main event. She got to be in there with Timeless Toni Storm. Megan Bayne gets the win, though, with the Fall and Descent, the F5. I'm air quoting here. And she penned the AEW Women's Champ, Derek.
Yeah. Megan Bayne is on her way up. She is on her way up. And she is one of those wrestlers who has gotten better over time.
Yeah,
she's gotten way better over time. And not a long time either. That's the crazy part. It wasn't a long time. It was a very short time that she got better. Because her finisher, like you could tell, like it was like, okay, you gotta polish that a little bit. And she did.
Yeah.
She did. And like her
that could be the coaching too. Like someone was like, hey, you're doing it like this. Maybe you should do it like this. Or maybe, hey, your matches are going too long. You're too winded by the time you're trying to do this. Why don't we do it earlier and let's just end it? What's the difference?
Right.
What's 3 more minutes going to mean to you?
Right. And I think her domineering presence made it even better.
Rob said it. She no-sold the hip attack, and Timeless Toni Storm was lost. Like, she didn't know what to do.
Yes.
CMLL announced May 2nd, CMLL versus MLW show in Arena, Mexico, headlined by Mystico versus Kushida. Hell yeah.
Oh, I have a thought in mind. of how the I'll bring that up to you later.
This is for the pay-per-view?
Nah, it's for the storyline between those two.
Who, Toni Storm and Megan Bayne?
Yeah.
Okay. Save it for next week. Is Jay White not with the Guns anymore? I forgot how many possible tag teams are in AEW.
No, they're still together.
I don't know. It's very weird, T-Ferg, what they've done with that. I don't know if it's because, once again, there's an injury, though. The stray bullet. Juice Robinson's hurt. But, yeah. I believe the word you were looking for was flabbergasted. Yes, absolutely. But T-Ferg, you're not wrong, though. I do think they should have the Guns associated with him, at least so that they're getting screen time. Remember them. I do think that they are an important part of the tag division, and I do think they're going to get the tag titles one more time.
Too. Oh, yeah, they definitely will. And I think they'll get the tag titles one more time, and then it'll be singles.
If they want, or if for one of them. But yeah, I like the Guns. Hopefully they can get them back, or maybe they'll be the trios champs again. I don't know how this is going to work, but I agree with you, though. They should be put together. But that was Dynamite tonight, man. I'm curious to know what you guys thought of the show, man. Let us know down below. I won't hold you guys too long, but yeah, Derek, what thoughts on the show?
Thumbs up for me.
I agree. I enjoyed it. I'm sure there will be other people who are here to poo-poo on it, but I had fun with the show tonight.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do we think Athena's versus Mercedes will happen? Me and Sean addressed this on Clash of the Podcast a little bit, Derek. I think you hold off on it. I don't do it now. Not at Dynasty. That's like an all-in match, possibly.
Yeah.
Or if you do it now, you're gonna have to do like the buildup of matches where it's like we'll do one now, we'll do one at what's the other show called? Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
And then you can go there because there's no Forbidden Door in June. Forbidden Door is gonna be in August this year.
Yeah, I would hold off on this because I think that would be too soon to do it right now. You have no backbone to this this feud that we all know is coming.
I mean, there's something there now because she's been kind of talking crazy to Athena and her proteges.
Well, I mean, yeah, right now, but like, I don't know. I just feel like the
slow build it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Slowly build this up. Nothing can happen. There's no crossover, and then Mercedes says something that crosses the line a little too much. Yeah. You send Billy Kay out to do a distraction, and then you drop that stunner from the top rope, man.
Yeah,
and that's it. But I'm interested in it. So, guys, down below in the comment section, leave me an emoji. Leave me your thoughts on Dynamite tonight. Love to hear it. Don't forget to order AEW Dynasty. It's going to be available on Triller TV. So make sure you guys check that out. It's also going to be on pay-per-view. I think Amazon carries it. There's a bunch of different ways. But we watch via Triller TV, and we hope that you guys do as well. Make sure you check out AEW Dynasty. Me and Derek are out for this week, and we will be back next week to give you guys the latest and greatest when it comes to AEW. Make sure if you guys check it out, let us know that you like the show. What did you think of it? What are you looking forward to? What aren't you? We look forward to talking with you guys next week on this, and we will catch you all on the next one. We are out. One.